Hello? 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 What the fuck? Why did it change me back to the Undertale category? I literally changed the category to Homestuck and then it changed me back to Undertale. That's crazy, dude. Oh, it's probably because the first word in my title is Undertale. I didn't even think about that. Hello, everybody. How are we all doing today on this wonderful, amazing Tuesday, innit? It's Tuesday,
John
innit?
Mantle meets John Egbert at the end of Homestuck, by the way.
Tuesday, innit? Yo, Pinky, thank you for the 3 months. Appreciate you. Chris Creeper, thank you for the 14 months. Strider, thank you for the 2 months as well. Appreciate you. Yo, Ash, thank you for the 42.
Today I shall give you the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
42. Egg. Egg. Partner, I already know. Yeah, apparently it's my partner anniversary. Didn't know that. Did not realize it was my partner anniversary today. But it apparently is. So yeah, that's a thing. Cute Femby on the screen. Oh, you dork. I love how Twitch doesn't tell you except for the prompt for chat. I know, right? Like, it just jump scared me. I was like, oh, hey, it's a prompt in my chat. Woke. Woke yet. Woker. The wokeness keeps growing. How much longer now, my...
Did I just lose my game streak by looking at your tags?
That's Issue's fault. Blame Issue on that one. It wasn't me. I didn't put that there. I swear, bro. You give somebody channel editor perms and they go fucking ballistic. Yo, Oakland, thank you for the tier 1, appreciate it. And Hymek, thank you for the 34, appreciate you. I love the setup of your stream because it's like playing Homestuck speedrun. True. Yeah, this is a Homestuck speedrun, actually. The 80%, Homestuck 80%. I can't lose if I stopped playing. But what if you wanted to lose? What if you were put into a position where you wanted to lose? But like, what if you were put in a position where you wanted to die? Antidepressants. Fucking love that video. The fucking... I read Homestuck fast, but 3 days? I don't think I could read this in 3 days, dog. I'm taking my time with it. I'm enjoying myself, you know?
Let's go Shay's Tuck Reel.
Yo, Dyer, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Are you gonna say a slur? No, I would never do that. Cisgender. I gotta be careful, man. I might not be able to say the word cisgender very much anymore, you know, since the government feels like it can take away my First Amendment rights now. They might actually make it illegal, man. My favorite word, I can't use it anymore. So sad. Gotta get my hair all floofed out. I got new shampoo today and it's really nice. My hair's all soft and shit. But it is still kind of drying a bit, so. I forgot to put my sheets in the wash. That was like the thing I wanted to do and I forgot to do it. Oops. Whoopsies, my bad. Happens to the best of us. Oh man, my headphones are starting to come apart at the seams. It's the fate of every single pair of headphones when you wear them for long enough. This starts happening. It just happens to every pair of headphones that's ever existed. So it's starts coming apart. Oh my god, there's hair all over these. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. The Homestuck world record is 8:30. Wait, someone's actually done a Homestuck speedrun? That sounds so... Is it literally just them clicking through the entire thing? That sounds ridiculous. That's the type of thing I would do for April Fools. It's the type of thing I would do for April Fools. Requires good internet. What song is this? This is Shelter by Retrochrome. It's a fan-made Chapter 7 theme. Hi, Shay. What's up, Delta? Shay, did you get a haircut? No. Just the hair that was like down to here just magically vanished. I can do that. Yeah, it's one of my powers. Oh my god, dude. Look at the fucking headphone. There we go. It's better. Headphone hair. You know it. They need to nerf envy people? No. I already deal with enough bullshit. Alright, let's get started, chat. I think I've waited long enough for everybody to show up who wanted to show up. Truth Nuke! I just realized after 2 years you wear your headphones over your hair. How the fuck else am I supposed to wear them? People, you're not the first person to point this out. Some people they were like, Shay, you're not supposed to wear your headphones over your hair. How else do I put them on? Do you see this? Like, what, do I take my fucking hair off? Like, hey guys. I throw my hair back. I can't really throw it back. Well, I can throw it back, but I can't throw my hair back. Put a hat on, but then it's headphones over hat. That's even worse. My hair is always under my headphones. Yeah, you have long hair. You know how it is. That's so hi, Aubrey. Good to see you. I'd ask what they meant by this, but I know already. Yo? How many pages are we planning to read today? You gonna get to Act 2? We got to Act 2 already. That was the end of last stream. I'm just gonna read for a bit. Like I said in the title, it is a shorter stream today because I have important shit to do later today. So, all right, let's get started, shall we? So we're gonna pick up right where we left off from last time. Yeah, what's up, Lyric? Hope you're doing well. Oh my god, this is impossible to read. Oh, because it's reset my zoom. There we go. That's better. That's still hard to read. That's a little bit better. I love game facts. Yeah, let's date. We're already right off the rip, and we're already dating ourselves more. All right, so Act 2. We got the game facts, the summer beta. And we have a new walkthrough posted on April 13th of 2009 by TT. Caveats and condolences and walkthrough incomplete. I'd be inclined to dispense with the trite even under less pressing circumstances. Needless to say, oh wait a minute, hold on a minute. Needless to say, I'll forego the inscrutable ASCII banner which typically heralds the striking freefall of these documents. I'll also resist the urge to brandish any copyright marks, or the particular neurosis that concerns itself with the theft of the utterly mundane. I'll allow other deranged prospectors to stake claims on their worthless plots as the woods burn around them. My introduction will be sparse. Yeah, okay, sure. There will be no majestic prose blustering into the sails of a galleon as we embark on this voyage together, nor will there be any ham-fisted prose worshipping its limbs under a bedsheet like a word I can't say, ghost, for that matter. It won't set the stage or dim the lights. The mood, you will see, will be set soon enough. Since you are reading this, chances are you have installed this game on your computer already. And if this is true, like many others, you have just participated in bringing about the end of the world. But don't beat yourself up over it. There was never anything you could have done to prevent it. The end is happening right now, as I type, as you read. I have come to understand that we were always doomed through our collective ignorance, and now further doomed by those few who know and struggle to flee. If you're lucky, you'll be among the smaller subset of the latter who are successful. What I mean is, while that game you installed is just one more grinding slab of rock sealing our planet's crypt, it is also your only hope to live. I'm presently faced with the same conundrum as you, and though I speak with more experience, my own outcome is far from assured. I will play the game, as much of it is there to play, and record my findings here. If you want to live, you will do as I instruct. My condolences. Yo, Jen, Callie, thank you for the gift subs. Appreciate it. Also, Buddy, thank you for the 42 months. All right. Oh, we got sound on this one. It's dark. But what if it got darker than... No, nope, don't say it. Don't think it. Don't say it. Oh, he ate the apple. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh god, we've been transported to season 8 of regular show. Alright, you know, that happens. This happened to my buddy Eric just the other day. Mordecai, Rigby, clean this up right now or you're fired! Alright. The kernel divides. The two halves go their separate ways, leaving behind the sprite position, or the sprite portion. Thank God! Now I won't get a, now I don't get a seizure every single time I look at them. Woohoo! Boy! Oh, he's a character now. What is left of the sprite undergoes a mysterious transformation. For a moment, you thought you heard somebody say, boy, as if whispered in the periphery of your awareness. It was probably just your imagination, though. Boy. Hold on, I gotta do that Kratos. Boy. You. That can't be the voice for this. You there, boy. Huh. Holy crap. Okay. It's interactable. Click this. To walk around, use the mouse, arrow keys, or WASD keys. Click on various OBEX to open command menus for them. Outstanding Flash programming. Getting close to the railing makes you a little nervous. It's a long way down. It looks different now. After you bit that apple, your whole house seemed to be transported somewhere. Then the apple disappeared and the kernel sprite underwent a transformation. Aside from the change in appearance, the transformation doesn't seem to have any relevant ramifications. This large platform, good grief, what is it, boy? The alchemitor created the apple, or the tree that sprouted it, rather, right on time to save you from destruction. You're not sure if you can say the same for your neighborhood, though. I wonder what happened to your dad. What? His name is John, you nincompoop. Boy who is John, do as I say. What would you like boy who is John to do? Obey my commands, John boy. And those commands would be... I would like the boy to interact with his environment in a constructive manner. Maybe you should be a little bit more specific. Have the boy assess his current situation. I'm afraid I can't have the boy do that. Tell him to do it yourself. Very well. Okay. That instruction does not do anything at the moment. Oh. As if... Increasingly sophomoric. Also, you almost spelled salad in there. Okay, this just repeats. Damn, we got budget now. This is crazy. Boy, open this door and walk through it. Wait, hold on. Examine the strange blue vase. It is a piece of cruxite you carved with the totem lathe. Lathe. That's right, we agreed on lathe. When its contours were scanned, the alchemitor was able to produce that tree. How odd! The ghost clown, do something with it. What is down here? Proceed. Huh? Okay, we're in the bathroom. Your plumbing appears faulty. Man, Rose did such a piss-poor job of fixing the bathroom. It would almost certainly be a mistake to try to use the toilet. I guess you could just go pee over the edge of the cliff. Oh no. At least your backyard was salvaged too, sort of. Leave it once. No, go back. Okay. What is down here? That man with the humorous spectacles. Admire him. Oh, Michael Cera, your warm smile's a shining beacon in these dark times. The ghost clown is called the Colonel Sprite, or rather just the Sprite now, I guess. You can't do something with it at the moment. The only thing you can theoretically do with it is a tier 2 prototype. Is it, assuming that's still possible. Tier prototype the Sprite, or the thing you said. Do it. You are not the one who's supposed to prototype it. The suburb server user is supposed to do that. What's that? It looks different now. Ah, yeah, right. Okay, that's the same as before. Cool. Back down this hallway. Move. I am not fond of this smug fellow. The man, the myth, the legend. What do you have up your sleeve, Anderson? Look at that poker face. He's not telling a soul. Open this. Your dad's room is still locked. All right. Wait, go back out here. Okay, that's there. Boy, go in here. Oh, goodness. It's a mess in here. Inspect this ghastly man and his boy. Fred Savage has a punchable face your ass. More like a talented young actor's face who you'd want to hang out with if you got the chance. If you're not a fully grown man now. Anyway, the thought of monsters lurking in your house scares the shit out of you, which is why this movie is so awesome. But the fact that there's monsters that could also be your best friend is what makes it doubly awesome. Oh my god. Is that John Cusack? Yeah, I guess so. But the damn door's covering up your man. Cage something serious. That ain't cool. This door. Explain this. Rose sure did a number on your house, but you guess she did manage to save your life. You guess. Marvel at this adventure in outer space. This movie is really bad. Not even you can defend it. You've actually been meaning to take this poster down. Armed foes of the deceased. Most people say the second one was not as great as the first, but you feel just the opposite. It was really cool and sort of gross how they hosed each other down with slime that made people angry. TG refers to the film as nasty man bro. I'm not going to say that, but you know what it means. Observe this box. It's not a slur. It's not a slur. It's just inappropriate. The bunny is not in the box. I said the bunny is not in the box. Why couldn't the bunny be in the box? Acquire this small Persian rug. It's a towel, dumbass. It'll probably come in handy for cleaning up this weird mess in your room. Not that it's a huge priority. At least your tire swing remains Wow, what a word. A tree without a tire swing is like a house without a surrendering neighborhood, you guess. Weirdly, that's a real word. Yes, I know it's a real word. It's just certainly a pull. This huge sewing machine, of what use is it? The punch card seemed to contain the instructions for carving a totem of a certain shape. You guess maybe other punch cards will produce different shapes? It bears further exploration. This funny man text, you should ignore it. Just looking at the cover cracks you up. What a great book. Harry Anderson's your hero. And Mike Kavaney, I hope I forgot how to pronounce all these names already. Glowing treatment of the man does him every bit of justice. You'll have to give this another read soon. Investigate this device. John, are you there? Oh. It seems you are still connected to the internet. Rose is trying to get in touch with you. You will reply in a moment once you have fully assessed the situation. I detest this. Disregard it? The Harlequin painting. You have the sentiment in common with John then, I suppose. No. Keep moving. Believe me, you have no intention of turning your head to observe this dreadful thing. A small dessert tray. Useless. In retrospect, it was pretty funny when your dad pied you like that. Got you again by the old man. I'm old. What is the meaning of this rubbish? Okay, even you have to admit, this one's pretty funny. Use this to reseal that opening there. If only putting the lid back on the crux truder would undo all that's done. Alas, Pandora's tube has been opened. Move this absurd edifice and exit your house, boy. This thing weighs a ton. You'd honestly be surprised if the game cursor could lift it, or at least not without a significant expense of grist. Of all the places for Rose to drop the infernal thing, more than ever you feel... Now, what's the word you're looking for? Ah, of course! House trapped. Fuck. Destroy these diminutive soldiers of merriment. It hardly seems worth it to go to the bother. You doubt you could get much for them at the garage sale even. Maybe a grubby palm of pennies and a kick in the nuts for a whole lot of them. Wield these instruments of combat. Any one of these things would make a fine weapon. If only your strife specibus wasn't already allocated. Ah, well. Oop, we got ads, so we're going to wait a moment, chat, before progressing any further. House trapped, more like home stuck. This is crazy. This is all just one page. Oh my god, I see why this shit is so long, man. Oh man. Ba, 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 ba. All right. Sorry, I was looking at Twitter. I know. Recommended I don't do that. Topple this urn immediately. That would be disrespectful to your Nana. You just won't do it. Or not intentionally, at least. You consider that it is fortunate she is no longer around to witness this sorrow. On the other hand, you would probably benefit from her elderly wisdom now. Stow lump of soot for future use, boy. That stuff is really dirty and you don't want it. Besides, you have it on good authority that a significant portion of it is comprised of asbestos. No. So coy, so mysterious. Here, boy, in here. Inspect this merry band of performers. What? I'm not even going to attempt. Once filed a restraining order against your father. You were never so embarrassed in your life. This is a mess, boy. You're so glad your dad wasn't watching when you did this. He never would have let you hear the end of it. Consume nut. You would, but you're not sure if this dark realm has any hospitals. Operate this instrument. Hey, it's the sheet music. You play your favorite haunting refrain. Have the boy assess his current situation. I'm afraid I clicked on John again. Read unpleasant literature. The Serious Gesture. Serious Jester magazine. For those whom clowning around is serious business. Disregard this nonsense. Your dad used this stuff to sometimes dazzle you with his silly I'm sorry. Huh. It's a real word. Wow, this is loud. Your dad used this stuff to sometimes dazzle you with his silly vaudevillain escapades. Really, you couldn't roll your eyes hard enough at his corny act. Oh my god, this just keeps going. Motherfucker, shut up! he won't stop! He's going crazy though, hold on. He's kinda popping off a bit. Ah, it stops if you leave the room. Interesting. He's really playing that piano. That's so true. Open this iron vault, boy. You don't know the combination. Seek the riches he guards below. This offers a friendly wave. But yeah, it really is just another stupid piece of shit. Look here. It's dark out there. Can't see anything for miles. This man is an imbecile. Ignore him. He's all right. Looks like he doesn't take himself too seriously and knows how to have a good time. You can only assume your dad hung it crooked to make it look more whimsical. Throw this ugly thing out the window. You will not do that intentionally. You only resort to throwing stuff out the window via Silodex mismanagement. It has a knife. Be alarmed by this. Rest in peace, Ledger. Real true. Rest in peace. Oh, I guess this was probably written right when he died, right? Yeah. This way, through the doors like you see in a cowboy saloon. This book is too big for a young, stupid boy. Colonel Sassacre is your favorite book, almost as favorite as Wise Guy. They're both your favoritist of all time. Plunder chest. Would you like to play a game? Examine this artwork. Your dad was so proud when he drew this. He hung it up immediately and it stayed there ever since. This was a week ago. What? I want to reply. Oh, I guess that's the end of this page. I moved to the next page. Yeah. All right, that's everything. That was a long one. Boy, quit all this scurrying around. Press Control plus T. Oh! Huh! Whoa! Oh God, I've broken it. Okay, I refreshed the page. There we go. Okay, so we can go outside, and I assume that lets us get to shit we couldn't get to. Fucking out of my way. Blue bitch, out of my way. Okay, so we can go. Yeah, I know. Oh, let me guess. I can go onto the roof. Where is it? Wasn't there something that that was on our roof? What? This is not safe. Oh God. Okay, chat, note to self, do not undo trick mode when you are out of bounds. Holy shit. It just crashes the whole thing. Boy, quit all this scurrying around. All right, hold on a second. Go back. All right, we got it this time. This time for real. Exit, boy. Okay, who is this on the left? I know this is supposed to be Andrew Hussey, right? Who the fuck is this? Oh, okay, we can click on the chimney. Shenanigans! What the fuck? Where am I? Whoa, what? Is this the pumpkin? Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit! No, it's pumpkin-shaped graffiti. Game dev facts. All elements but the pumpkin drawn by Andrew Hussey in Photoshop, imported and subsequently vectorized, organized, named, and scripted by Gankro. Who is a guy? 148 objects, 538 lines, 140 bitmaps, 9 souls, 2 pumpkins. This line of code is 16732 characters. Make desk into fort and visit Imagination Land. Retrieve arms from safe. You already have arms, stupid. Shoot safe. With what? Open safe. What? Oh, okay. It just takes you back. Ganker transitioned. Oh, okay, excellent. Good to know. Make desk into fort and visit Imagination Land. Wow. So, like, where can I get some of your drugs? All right, I imagine that's all. Let's move. Boy, quit all this scurrying around. For the last time, this boy's name is John. Fine, John, return to your quarters. You go back up to your bedroom, tiptoeing. Oh, yeah, we can put music back on. Tiptoeing around this weird petroleum-based sludge. Now, John, respond to your friend unit. John, are you there? Hey, yeah, I'm here, and not dead, I think. I know. I've been watching you scramble through the house like a lunatic. You should have answered me sooner. Oh, man, sorry. I was looking around for my dad, and I can't find him anywhere. Have you seen him? No, I'm sure he'll turn up. We have more important things to address right now. Yeah, like where I am? Where am I? I don't know that either, but I've determined your neighborhood was destroyed by the meteor. Wherever you were transported, it saved you from the impact. I've been reading reports in the news. Over the last few days, there have been many smaller meteor collisions with people's homes around the world, and they seem to be getting bigger. Yours was the biggest they've identified so far. Wow, okay. So then I guess if this is all the game's doing, then the point is for us to save the world? Perhaps. Then we better get moving and figure this game out. Yes, but wait. We should retrieve your PDA, yet again. It will help keep tabs on each other while you investigate. I think I can get you closer to it if I can replenish our grist supply somewhat. There must be a way to recycle some that we already used. Okay. I'll meet you out on the balcony. Wait, Rose, one thing. What? You never wished me a happy birthday. Hello? I was working on something to send you, but I was running late with it. I didn't want you to think I believed meager well wishes alone would suffice for the occasion. That said, happy birthday, John. Haha, oh geez, that is silly. Anyway, thanks. First, take the fabric item on the floor there. The towel? Why? Oh well, you're the boss. You capture log the towel. What now? Do as the purple text says. To the balcony! John makes his way to the balcony as per your awkwardly worded request. Wait, take that, the blue wobbly thing. You whimsically decide to capture log the totem which was used to create the apple tree earlier. John, recycle the grist as was dictated by your cohort. John cannot do anything with the grist as of this moment. That is up to the suburb player. I see. Yes, that will suffice. Rose deletes the perfectly generic objects. 6 units of build grist are restored to your grist cache. Yay! Rose expends the grist to drag a new plank from the balcony in the general direction of the PDA. Look at the PDA. It's just chilling out there in the middle of nowhere. John, run across precarious platforms swiftly. John isn't sure about that. It's a long way down. Boy, I said make haste on the narrow catwalk. John is very nervous about the idea, and the strident tone of your commands is starting to make him a little upset. Fine, proceed as your level of comfort dictates. You cautiously walk within range of the PDA. Rose retrieves it. Now take it. This guy fucking sucks at This guy fucking sucks at suburb. Look at the way that he walks across this precarious platform. Not even caring about our nerdy hero, putting him into a precarious situation. Well, something just got yeeted into the void. You grab the PDA, launching one of the Harlequin figures into the night. You can kiss that one goodbye. No! No! Where did he go? This wasn't supposed to happen. I have a feeling, look, Homestuck's crazy. I get the vibes that this motherfucker's gonna come back as like an evil character later. You threw me off the cliff. Kirby gif. Ah! Serious business. Just one command will suffice, thanks. It looks like you're not the only one trying to locate your father after the disaster. Submitting inquiry of concern over cataclysmic event. Status of health/wardrobe. Neighboring house struck by flaming projectile. In light of fire hazard, evacuating house of all expensive garments. Good luck, Fedora Freak. Salvage as many hats as is practical. Fedora Freak, you are in our thoughts, along with Pipe Fan 413 and his enviable collection of pipes. Thank you all. Report. Most hats removed from danger. Tie next. I remember you are Capsulugs. Hi, Chris. Hope you're doing well. These boring men are uninteresting. Boop, boop, boop. Sean, are you okay? You seem a bit tentative. I'm fine, I guess. Since I got here, I feel compelled to do these weird things I don't really want to do. By some kind of voice that I can't even really hear. I don't know. It is hard to explain. Perhaps the early symptoms of an anxiety disorder, like post-traumatic stress? Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Well, if you can pull yourself together, there are a few more things we should try. Like prototyping the kernel sprite again, if possible. We should hurry. My laptop battery won't last forever. Okay, I will go back inside. No, don't do that. Hop off this ledge onto that car. What? No, that sounds incredibly dangerous. Proceed. Now you're just being a pest. Which turnip truck did you tumble out of anyway? Who are you? Years in the future, but not many. An unsealed tunnel welcomes hot desert air into its stagnant depths. MS Paint Adventures. Oh shit, it's a crossover event. Boy, you there. Oh. So this was the voice we were hearing. I see. Interesting. Suburb Beta. Examination of the basics. Upon connecting with the client user, you, the server user, will be met with a control panel allowing you to manipulate your co-player's environment. You will find that you are allowed to deploy 4 items at no expense. 3 of these are rather large machines, and 1 is a punch card. It's quite possible that you have already deployed some of these items before reading this. If this is the case, you have activated the machine called the Cruxtruder such that it displays a countdown. If this is the case and you have activated the machine called the Cruxtruder such that it displays a countdown, you must proceed to section A100 of this walkthrough immediately. The life of the client user depends on it, and if your co-player has activated this device in your environment too, then yours does as well. But if not, please refrain from doing anything with the Cruxtruder aside from merely deploying it. This will buy us some time to think things through properly and to go over the basics of the game before you find your soft, easily punctured head in the jaws of the lion. As mentioned, there are 4 items to consider, each playing a role in the process which appears to have a singular purpose: to manufacture objects out of thin air. The designers of the game, judging by the language used, regard this process as a sort of alchemy. This may allude to the complexities of the production process yet to present themselves. But for now, the variety of objects you are able to create remains quite limited. The items in question are the Cruxtruder, again, tread lightly with this one, the Totem Lathe, the Alchemitor, and the pre-punched card. I will describe how these devices work in conjunction with each other, and I will use the analogy of having a key made at a hardware store to help you understand. First, deploy all of these objects in convenient proximity to each other. Be sure not to block doors or pathways with them. She speaks from experience. Let's see here. You can always revise the dimensions of the rooms to make space for them, but I'd advise against this or even experimenting with the function. Doing so comes at the expense of build grist, a commodity which appears to be at a premium on the onset and one you'd be best advised to save for later. The Cruxtruder. Removing the lid signals the moment your life becomes a great whirling batshit pandemonium, somewhat resembling the chaos of an especially... What? Ethnic wedding? What the fuck? Huh? Somewhere, a soused uncle deliberately shatters china on the floor. Muddy livestock is decorated and then lost track of. The question, whose mule is this, at times can be heard over the din. This is now your reality. Rose would never be racist? What? That's crazy. But aside from that, it marks the beginning of the process I'm about to describe. The countdown begins, yes. Also, an entity called the kernel sprite is released, but neither of these things are all that relevant to this process to my knowledge. More on these things later. What is relevant is the unlidded Cruxtruder's ability to dispense Cruxite dowels. It will dispense at least one, though I suspect it is capable of producing more, given parameters I'm not yet familiar with. In my key-making analogy, these dowels represent the uncarved pieces of metal which the hardware store employee retrieves from the drawer of a rack and sets about carving into a key. The two following items are needed to do the carving. The pre-punched card. It is a simple Siladex card containing an item. There isn't evidence to suggest the specific item it contains is variable from session to session. The card I deployed contained a blue apple. Yours may be different. It shouldn't matter. Hopefully. Additionally, the card, as you may guess, is punched, like one used with antique computing systems. The pattern of holes comprises data, which I believe corresponds to the instructions for creating the item the card contains. That it is pre-punched suggests that there is a way to punch an unpunched card, possibly imprinting it with the data for the item it contains, though no mechanism for this has presented itself yet. But the data on the card cannot be used to create the item directly. There is a middleman. That middleman is the totem lathe. The totem lathe. This is essentially the key carving machine. It will carve your Cruxite dowel in as a pattern of grooves and contours, the sort of which make a key unique. The instructions for this pattern are supplied by the punch card, which is inserted into the lathe pre-activation to configure its chisels. Once the dowel is carved, you have a totem serving as your key, which can then be used to unlock the card item through the alchemitor. But at this point, I will not diverge from my key-making analogy and switch to a barcode analogy, which is not a terribly strenuous leap to make, since the concepts of a key and a barcode are essentially the same, one being a unique pattern of grooves, the other of varying black lines. Whew! The alchemitor. If you place a Cruxite dowel, carved or uncarved, on the alchemitor's small pedestal, its robotic arm will scan the contours with a laser, hence the barcode analogy. This is the machine's way of reading the data originally imprinted from the card and transforming that data into a physical object. Though typically this is not done without expense, I believe. An uncarved dowel results in the creation of a perfectly generic object, which is seemingly useless green cube. It costs 2 units of build grist to make, and I do not advise you waste resources on it. There appears to be many other varieties of grist ostensibly used in combinations to create different sorts of items, which possibly offer some insight into the game's use of the term alchemy. But quite conveniently, there is an exception to this. Creating the item on the pre-punched card costs nothing. This is good because creating this item turns out to be essential. Now that you know this, you can, in your own time, begin the process. Once you initiate it, naturally there is no going back, so it's best to be prepared. But you probably shouldn't drag your feet too long. As I mentioned earlier, this is your only means of escape. When you're ready, be prepared to follow the steps in the next section swiftly. Ugh. Holy fucking yapping. Yap, yap, yap. Remember for this when you play Suburb IRL. A100, so your Crux Trooter is ticking. Do this to live. Ah, we're back. Oh, we have an ad. Hold on a second. We will not progress until the ad is gone. Bro's got a 5 on the AP yapping test. For real. Motherfuckers be like, I'm failing my school studies, but I do happen to know the entire mechanics of how Suburb works. Why can't this be my required reading? What in the world am I reading? Oh, yeah. 1984 is a good book, but this is better. Why isn't this my summer reading? Do you think The Rain tastes good? Perhaps. Yo, Kiss Your TV, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it. Also, Xander, thank you for the 48 months earlier. Chaos Set, thank you for the gift sub. Is Shay calling the game Suburb as a bit? I mean, it's Burb, Suburb. Spurb. Suburb. All right. Tasty rain. Look at it all come down. What is that expression, bro? Why is Rose got the fucking? Why has she got the fucking? That one gif of the rock, bro. She got the DreamWorks face. In the distance, meteorites fall with greater frequency. Yeah, my bank is no longer homophobic. Yay! The fire in the forest burns so hot, not even the rain is putting it out. Rose, check the status of battery. Oh, hey, it's John. Your laptop battery's all right for now, but it won't be for long. If the power in the house doesn't come back on, you can think of one last resort, the small backup generator stored behind the mausoleum. But why is it there? Why would you leave it out in the elements? Rose prototyped sprite with the Betty Crocker box. Uh-oh. What? Oh man, you're gonna use that? That sucks. What a stupid idea. We have to hurry along. I'm running low on battery power. But the cake mix. Ugh, that's so dumb. I doubt it matters. We might as well just use any old crap laying around. Fine, I guess. The sprite is playing hard to get. You guess that's what you get for originally prototyping it with something that engenders mischief and pranksterism. Do the potted vegetable instead. It looks delicious. Pipe down, you. This is Rose's decision, not yours. Rose, prototype the sprite with the Sassacre text. Oh yes, sweet. Now we're talking. See if you can distract it. I'll try to sneak up on it. John, flail about in a distracting manner. The sprite finds the distracting manner in which you flail about to be rather distracting. What is he doing? That is distracting. The pesky sprite eludes you again. Not even the great Colonel himself can outfox it. In narrowly missing with your attempt to create the Colonel sprite, you drop the massive tome. The entire house rattles under the astonishing girth of the book. In the other room, Nana's ashes dump onto the sprite, which is caught unawares by the dowsing. Inspect Hag Ash incident. You find the sacred urn toppled again. This time you're quite sure it wasn't your fault. The sprite is nowhere to be found. Remove the Cruxtruder from the doorway. Piles of Nana's dust. Y'all are crazy. Oh man, where'd it go? I can't find it anywhere in the house. No time to worry about it. The next thing we should do is get your server copy of the game from the car. You need to connect with my client so I can repeat your steps and presumably join you wherever you are. We should do this quickly before my house burns down. Wait, there's a fire? There will be soon. Oh geez, so move this thing already. It looks like it requires a lot of grist to move. I don't have enough to relocate the door either. How much do you have? 0. Oh, I thought about jumping to the car from the ledge earlier, but that sounds really dangerous. I have a better idea. Meet me upstairs. Do again, as the purple words say! You're about to head upstairs, but you thought you heard something behind you. It was faint, but you could swear it was a small, light-hearted chuckle, along the lines of a spirited, hoo hoo hoo! Ignore this woman's antics! You're not sure you even saw a woman, let alone any of her hypothetical antics, but whatever it was that you might have caught a glimpse of, it sure gave you the willies. Oh my god. I haven't heard that expression in like a decade. You head upstairs on your way to the balcony. Your PDA is acting up again. Indulge the device. Be curt with it. Hey bro, check it out. I'm working on some new rhymes. Dude, I don't have the time for your nerdy raps. Come on, this is Hells of Ill. Just listen. It sounds like you don't even believe me that I was about to get blown up, but I really was. Now I'm in some weird dimension that Subserve sent me to or something. And on top of that, I think I'm being haunted by my dead grandma. Huh, for real? Yeah, it's true, but I'll talk to you later about it. I think I could drop some sick rhymes about all this. Man, see, I don't think all of the rapping stuff is really as cool as you think it is. No, this'll be dope, check it. No, I have to go, bye. Wait. Armageddon's getting waged on us, but I'm a-getting armed and dangerous, sending men in space for saving us. See which player's more courageous. That's not a rhyme. Ben or Bruce, dudes reach a truce, put up their blow shoots to use and up-suck it. Affleck's sacrifice, crifice, would have to suffice. Fluck it. Bro is a stained glass saint up a cross getting hella Christ plagiarized. Bruce is like that off a crucifix. Enough of this fucking savior fuck. Restrained his ass per McLean Redux while Buscemi remained dangerous. When a plan gone ashtray pays off a wasted craterus, ashtray crating to layers of Matt McConaughey's vague remainder dust. Wait, McConaughey wasn't even in any of those Meteor movies, was he? I'll have to make a rap about, I don't know, Morgan Freeman or something being the president. It'll be called Obama Made It So No. What am I reading? See, you'll have to fill me in on what's going on. So I have something to rap about besides all your dumb shit movies. 2009's crazy, dude. What did I just fucking read? Oh, no. Enough strange poetry from the red text. You head out to the balcony to find what Rose has in mind. She's messaging you again. The purple text is less irrational than the red text. I'm lifting the car up to the balcony. Whoa, okay. Once it is up, retrieve the game, then I'll put it back down on the driveway. But the door is locked. Then break a window. But it's my dad's car. It's just a window, and this is sort of an emergency. Otherwise, I promise I'll handle the car with velvet gloves. Did her text color change very slightly? Am I crazy? Did it get, like, very slightly lighter? Huh. Maybe it's just because I was looking at the red, and now the purple looks different. Pickup car. Whoop. Connection lost. No! That's so unfortunate. That's where this image is from? I've seen this fucking image so many times. I've never seen this, dude. I've seen this in so many reaction images over the years. That's crazy. Ridiculous folly. Inexcusable. You're inclined to agree, but hey, accidents happen. You double check your PDA to make sure if Rose is really gone. Indeed, this seems to be the case. TG is still pestering you, of course, but another chum is now logged in as well. What color are the words that this chum says? I'm back. Oh, hi. I went to investigate the explosion I heard. Was it any by chance a meteor? Yes. How did you know? Oh, man, it's kind of a long story. Anyway, are you okay? Did it blow up your yard or start a fire or anything? No, I'm fine. I landed a pretty good ways from my house and I went to go look at it, and it's pretty big. But Beck doesn't want me to go near it, so I came home. He seems to think it's dangerous. Well, gosh, he's probably right. Anyway, what have you been up to, John? Oh, did you get my package yet? Yeah, I was trying to get it, but Rose dropped my car into a weird, spooky, bottomless pit, and the package was in the car, and I'm really sorry about that. Oh, no. Wow, okay, I guess I should start at the beginning. See, a meteor blew up my neighborhood. That's terrible, John. I'm so sorry. She's so earnest. But I'm okay, and my house is too, sort of. That game I was telling you about, Spurb, which I was playing with Rose, sort of transported me somewhere at the last minute. But now I'm trapped here, and it's weird and dark, and I can't find my dad. I just lost the car and my copy of the game in the pit, and I think I have to save the world from the apocalypse. Well, it sounds really crazy and kind of scary, but also sounds kind of exciting. I don't know, John, maybe this is your destiny. If anyone can save the world, I think it's probably you. Wow, you think so? Yes. Well, okay, but it's not even that simple. I was just about to connect to Rose to help transport her and save her from meteors and fire and stuff, but she lost battery power and I lost the game disc. So I think I just have to get TG to use his copy to save her. But that jackass won't shut up about and stop rapping and stuff. He's so silly. Yeah, anyway, I should talk to him about it, said BRB. She's so nice. The green text was attractive. Now view the red text again. Huh? Don't say that. They're kids, bro. Don't say that. He just likes the color. They just like the color green, all right? They just like the color green, all right? They're attracted to the color green, all right? I don't really blame them. Green's a good color. It's like a solid color. More of a purple person myself, though. Your Honor, you don't got internet. The green text was attractive. Now view the red text again. Oh. Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to say. When the film crew zooms where the president's at, I'm like, if that dude's black, I'll eat my hat. Turns out he is. So are all. Damn, director's got gumption. Like we all flip out over shit. He ain't shining. God, what am I reading? It's called free emancipation. If it's not pres-election, it's God ascension. And Bruce Almighty, whoops, different Bruce from the one I just mentioned. Can't explain to me why this ain't condescension to think I'll shit a brick. Not even he can convey the intention with his quick-spun wit. Rather defray all this tension, sit on his lap while he whittles a splint, and some guy's eyes what he does and patronizes. I guess that's not a word I can say. Nope, can't say that. Stop rapping for a second, you horse ass. I have something important to talk about. No, definitely cannot say that. Yo, holy 2009, bro. What's up? Rose is in trouble and she needs help. I was going to connect her with Spur, but I lost my copy. Okay. She's also lost battery power. If she can get back up and running, she'll need someone with the game to get her out of there before her house burns down. So I think you should use your copy of the game to help her. My copy? That's gonna be tough. Why? I lost it. It's a stupid story and I'd rather not talk about it. Shit be embarrassing, yo. I thought you said you had two. Well, yeah, one is my brother's copy. Okay, then go get his. All right, but he's not gonna be happy about that. Whatever. Also, you might want to read Rose's walkthrough to get up to speed on this. Oh, man. What? Nothing, really. Look, all I'm saying is the girl tends to lay it on kind of thick, you know? Slash rolls eyes. Oh, my fucking God, dude. What am I reading? This is crazy. It's definitely a timepiece, that's for sure. Whew, yo, Puppy Wisp, thank you for the tier 1, appreciate you. I swear this stops eventually. Hi, Ash. It's good to see you. Your laptop is out of battery power. There's only one thing left to do. Time to make your way to that backup generator. Knit laptop cozy to shield... What? Knit laptop cozy to shield your laptop from the rain. Oh, okay. I read that twice to pick up what they meant by that. Oh, wait, that's cute. Damn, she just did that shit? She was just like, bam, laptop cover. That'd be such a waste of time. Besides, you already knitted one a while ago. You retrieve it from your knitting bag and apply it to your laptop. Oh, never mind. She did not do that shit. I take it back. You capture log the laptop plus cozy. Equip... that's not how you say that word. Equip Grimoire to Strife Specibus. I will never not mispronounce the word Specibus, bro. Learn how to talk, Strimmer? Shut up! Equip the Grimoire. That would be incredibly ill-advised. There are some dark forces you don't want to mess around with. You understand that better than most. You put the book down. Jesus Christ. Recaptchalogue your items. You grab the knitting bag and the grimoire in that order. It's always a logistical puzzle with your tree modus. That shit seems like it would be such a pain in the ass. I am way too fucking stupid to have this kind of fucking modus apparatum, bro. I'd be so confused. The tree auto balances, leaving the knitting bag accessible in the root card. Allocate knitting needles to Strife Specialist. There we go. You feel a lot more comfortable with this as a weapon. You're so handy with those needles, you feel like you could probably use them to fillet a swordfish. Swordfish is one word. You lose the root card in the process, severing the tree. Hey, careful with all that stuff. Knit plush Cuddle Cthulhu to soothe nerves. That would also be a preposterous waste of time. Besides, you're quite sure you've never heard of this creature called Cthulhu before. There are, however, many other specimens of zoologically dubious you're familiar with, such as... Fluthulu, foul patrician of misery. To hear his mammoth belly gurgle is to know the epoch of joy has come to an abrupt end. Chat, how do you pronounce? Do you say epic or do you say epoch? I think you can do both. I've always said epoch. I got this one come up a bunch because the ship you can get in Chrono Trigger is called the Epoch. And Nrub Yiglith? Nope. Nrub Yiglith. I'm calling this one Bob. And Bob, shame beast king of grotesquerie, Wraith lord of the moist beyondhood, hearing his melodious chirps and tongue clicks causes one's bones to explode. And of course, there's Oglagoth, the Deep One. Whenever he grinds his teeth, all the children of a random galaxy somewhere will frown continuously for 9,000 years span. He is the first and smallest of the smaller gods, appointed in servitude of a vile, unfathomable pantheon of middling gods, which caters to the whims of the noble circle of horror terrors, an omniscient, omnipotent order of elite few, forever cloaked in the darkness of the furthest ring. What? That's a long sentence, bro. And then there's this strange page containing some rather mysterious notes on summoning procedures. You've never quite been sure what these diagrams are getting at. Is that a fucking power outlet? That looks so out of place. Take items and proceed downstairs. You recaptchalogue everything the way you want it to appear in the tree and head downstairs. You figure that's enough dilly-dallying. Time to get a move on. You wonder if this rain will ever let up. It's driven since the month began, perhaps long enough to forget its purpose. It no longer even knows to assuage fire. That's a word. Somewhere, a zealous god threads these strings between the clouds and the earth, preparing for a symphony it fears impossible to play. And so it threads on and on,
delaying the raise of the conductor's baton. How you hate this season. April is the cruelest month, bleeding lilacs out of the dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots with spring rain. American sports legend Charles Barkley. Confront mother in hall. Surely your mother is lurking nearby. You should be prepared for an unpleasant confront. Oh, psych! What? There's this really cool dude, okay? He's standing around being all chill, like cool dudes are known to do sometimes. A cool dude just like this has a really cool name, but he probably wouldn't want to just tell you what it is if he asked. He'd be way too busy for all that. Busy being totally sweet. But you could always try to guess his name. And if you were right, he might nod ever so slightly. There's a cool dude's way of letting you know there might be hope for you just yet. Insufferable prick. This guy doesn't have the time for that sort of bullshit. You just pull out the Murasama, bro? Try again. How about Dave Strider? Hey. I know a tiny little bit about Homestuck. And listen, I've been on the internet for a long time. It would have been fucking impossible to not know the character's name. I've heard legends of the man. The myth, the legend. Yeah, listen, as somebody who's been on the internet for a long time, Homestuck has always been like creeping around in the shadow, influencing everything. The shadow, the edge of the shadow where reality and dream meet. Wait a minute. Examine the room. Now I wonder what other character names you know. It was just John Egbert and Dave Strider. I know of a Vriska as well, and that's about it. In the shadow of the huss's hand. Holy crap. All right, this is a lot. Let's go. Look at this room, by the way. Your name is Dave. It is an unseasonably warm April day. Yeah, I had many of those growing up. Your bedroom window is open to let some air in, and your fan is cranked. Arguably even more cranked would be your fly beats, which brings us to your variety of interests. A cool dude like you is sure to have plenty. You have a penchant for spinning out unbelievably ill jams with your turntables and mixing gear. You like to rave about bands no one's ever heard of but you. You collect weird dead things preserved in various ways. You are an amateur photographer and operate on your own makeshift darkroom. You maintain a number of ironically humorous blogs, websites, and social networking profiles. And if the inspiration strikes, you won't hesitate to drop some fat rhymes on a mofo and represent. PHAT fat. Holy fuck, it's 2009. By God. Pretty hot and tempting in the year of in the big 25 is crazy fucking work, dude. I've just been warped back. Oh my God, I remember my brother used to say this all the time back when he was in high school. Oh. That's crazy, dude. Woo! All right, we're running an ad. I'm going to grab a drink, is what I'm going to do. Because I'm speaking a lot of word. certainly a time capsule. Why did the ad not start? What do you mean ad starting soon? Just start the fucking ad, Twitch. Bruh. Oh, now it starts, right when I sit back down. I'm old. I'm old. All right, let's see what we got in here. We can look at the room before we move on. We got a desk up on cinder blocks, card suit bed, double stacked mattresses, more desks on cinder blocks, katana collection. Every guy has to have one of those. It's a requirement. Turntable on top of a record cabinet. Looks like a mixer over there on the left. On top of 3 sound cinder blocks. Yeah, it looks like a sound pad and a mixer. It actually has the inputs going in and out. You have the full mixer over here. Looks like a gaming PC. It's even got a window with RGB lights. That's pretty forward thinking for 2009, huh? I'm a girl and I have a sword? Well, yeah. I didn't say girls shouldn't have swords. I think women with swords are hot. Guys, hear me out. Is Dave Strider the knight? Look, guys, it's the black katana. All right, let's continue. Quickly retrieve arms from cinder blocks. Nah. Nah, I ain't feeling it. Always bet on Dave Knight. So true. Get the damn beta and save your friend's life. This notion strikes you as nonsensical. You can't imagine how a video game could save someone's life, and in any case, you're quite sure no one you know is in any danger. Anyway, these are your copies of the beta you received in the mail recently. You've labeled them with your name in bold red print to distinguish them from your bro's copies, who labeled his in kind. Neither of you really gives a shit about this game or has any intention of playing it, but you'll be damned if you're gonna let that get in the way of your campaign of one-upmanship. Bleat like a goat and piss on your turntable. You would never consider allowing any fluid even remotely resembling urine to touch your beloved turntables. That would risk breaking them, and a world without the gift of your godly science just doesn't sound like a place you want any part of. While you're at it, you might as well wipe out human civilization with a meteor or something ridiculous like that, which will probably never happen. That sort of thing only happens in stupid idiot movies for stupid idiots. You will, however, contemplate bleeding like a goat for the ironically humorous purposes at a later date. This is your closet, and where you keep a lot of your crap, like that box and that bottle of... What is that? Is that... Oh no. Check the blue box. This is the package your friend John Egbert sent you for your 13th birthday a little while ago. It now contains nothing except a note and a certificate of authenticity vouching for the genuine Hollywood memorabilia which the box originally contained, and which you are now wearing to be ironic, but also incredibly cool in a way somehow intangibly related to the ironic nature of the accessory. You find it sort of exasperating to explain these subtleties to people. The box also included a signed photo of Ben Stiller, which now proudly hangs above your closet. Proudly and ironically. Take the box. You captcha log the... Oh my goodness gracious. Oh God! Through your hash map fetch modus. Your modus's current hash function resolves the index by valuing each consonant at 2 and each vowel at 1. The total is divided by the number of cards and the remainder is the index. All right, so box is 2, 1, 2 to make 5, and then 5 is divided by your number of cards, which is 10. 5 divided by 10 is not what? That's not. Modular division. Why? What the fuck? You're telling me I have to do math? But for what reason? First it's making me read, now I have to do math, and I don't have a calc, chat. I don't have a calc. Calc means calculator, chat. The box is captcha-logged in card 5. Examine jar of unknown yellow substance in the closet. Oh, hell yes. It is an unopened container of apple juice. You thought you were all out. It's like fucking Christmas up in here. This is so great. You've got to tell John about this immediately. He'll be so excited. Take the juice. You capture log the juice into card 7. So that'd be... yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What the fuck does chat mean? Y'all haven't had modular division? No. That's not really something you learn in normal math classes. You'll learn it like one time, but you never use it, and then you forget about it. You learn remainders. Yes. You learn remainders of fractions. You learn modular division in a computer science class, not a fucking, like, algebra class. So do you think Dave Strider likes his apple juice with or without pulp? Chat, when you drink orange juice, pulp, no pulp. There's a correct answer. I am happy to report that most of you are correct. No pulp. I think pulp in orange juice is maybe one of the worst, most disgusting things imaginable. Horrible. Terrible. I'm drinking a liquid. I don't want to fucking feel... bleh. Ugh. It's gross. Just fucking thinking about it makes me want to vomit. Disgusting! Horrible. It's a sensory nightmare. And I'm autistic. So, yeah, sensory shit. It's tough for me, man. You capture log the juice. Access Pester Chum and Pester John. In addition to letting your buddy know about this outstanding juice windfall, you figure you'll wish him a happy birthday while you're at it. In your own cool, sort of roundabout way, of course. Good thing you've looked at the box he sent you, or you might have forgotten. You might as well ask him about that beta. The kid's been harping on about it for weeks. It'd be cool if it came on his birthday. He'd be one happy camper. Damn, he actually has a gaming PC. Game, bro! Yeah! What's going on here? Dope rhymes. So dope. Complete bullshit. Ill beats. Hephaestus. Ectobiologist? That's oomph! Oh, that's what TG stands for. Makes sense. Yo, it's me. That's you. That's Cordiumph. Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you rake in today? Oh, God. Chronology. Oh, we've gone backwards. Yeah, this is just the first conversation again. Go online and view sites indicative of your interests. Oh, Hephaestus is the internet browser. You open the Hephaestus web browser and direct it to your ironically maintained blog where you post monthly satirical reviews of GameBro magazine. Your latest post is a review of the March issue. You've been meaning to write a review for the latest issue too, but you've been sort of dogging it. Something about the game they're reviewing just doesn't strike you as ripe for satirical purposes. Yo. Holy copyright, Batman. Oh my god, the old Doritos logo. Woo! Oh, how I've actually, you know what? I think the new Doritos logo is actually better. The new Pringles logo is way worse though. Goated. Man, the old logos. That takes me back. Nah, I'm cool with the new Doritos logo. If I look up the new Doritos logo. I actually like the new one with like the triangle going through the two O's. I think that's sick. I think it's actually cooler than the original one. But yeah, the new Pringles logo is an affront to God. It's not as bad as whatever they did to the Cracker Barrel logo, though. What the fuck was that bullshit, bro? Dude, it's crazy. Somehow, the Cracker Barrel logo has become pundit culture war shit. How did that even happen? It's a bad logo revision, and yet somehow the alt-right grifters are trying to make it a culture war thing. What the fuck? Fucking bro, they'll do anything except releasing the goddamn files, bro. Anyway, let me try to read this. Sweet Bros Hella Blog. Review of Game Bros March issue. Oh man, when this heady volume of unabridged awesome hit my doorstep, it made a sort of thunderclap. Whoa. The Pokemon move? Like the kind I'm sure Moses heard when God dropped stone tablets containing a review of a game involving the ambiguous marriage of insane stunts and extreme hunger management solutions for dudes on the go. It's like when you see that little bag of chips there, you just grab it and go, bro, keep thrashing shit up. I am so hella pumped of this. There are some obvious questions, like just how outrageous are these snacks? Will popular beverages play a role? And how critical will they be in your quest to attain absolute sweetness? Will this game land a coveted but elusive 5 hats out of 5 hats? In a new tab, you open another one of your sites, a webcomic ironically maintained through a satirical cipher vaguely similar to that of your blog. It's called Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. Oh. You have legions of devoted fans, most of whom are totally convinced of your creative persona's sincerity, which is just how you like it. All right. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. I can't wait to be a useless piece of shit all day and play these games. Fuck, I'm falling down these stairs. I warned you about stairs, bro. I told you, dog. It keeps happening. I told you, man. I told you about stairs. Oh, yeah, bitches. What am I reading? Not the Comic Sans. Oh, my God. I'm sick. There's so many of these. Spoilers? What are you doing here? You haven't read far enough to see this. Come back later. Let's make me some money. I hope the ad is for some pornography. Oh my God. This is crazy. I told you, man. I told you about stairs. Bro? Yeah, dude, where are your pants? Whoa. What is that? Oh my god. All right. I took them off because I was banging your mom for a minute there, and now you are banging her. Hee hee hee. All right, let's get out of here. That's enough sweet bro and hella Jeff for now. We'll come back to that later. Oh my goodness. Maybe something should stay in 2009. No, this is timeless. No, it's not. This definitely, Homestuck is not timeless. There's so much shit in here that's so aged. But as somebody who was born in 1999 and grew up in the early 2000s, I kind of appreciating all the throwbacks. They're making me feel old as fuck. Sweet bro and hella Jeff is beyond timeless. Dude, I mean, look, listen. This is literally, like, this is a Wojak meme from, like, this year. Like, this isn't even, like, different from the shit we laugh at nowadays. This is actually timeless. This feels like a joke that would be in fucking Regular Show, bro. Shay, if you feel old, remember I was born in the early 90s? Old. All right. Cool. All right. In a new tab, you open another one of your sites. Oh, yeah, we already read this. Okay. Check the latest page of Midnight Crew. You figure as long as you're chilling at your computer, you might as well see how that new MSPA story is going. You haven't looked at it in a while. Oh, MS Paint Adventures. Okay. Midnight Crew. You are members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Your nefarious plots are serpentine in complexity. Your schemes convoluted. You are planning a heist in your underground hideout. What do you do? Use Occam's razor on plan and schemes. Spades Slick uses Occam's razor to carve a circular hole in the heist plans, freeing it from the knife. You wonder what moron would jam the knife so hard into the table in the first place. Climb the ladder and exit the hideout. Implement nefarious plots. You push against the manhole cover, but it seems some unbelievable jackass has parked your getaway van on top of it. Some unbelievable jackass. I'm gonna use that, bro. I love that. A familiar feeling stirs. That feeling is overwhelming, soul-blackening rage. It's the sort of rage that'll make a man feel totally justified in sporting an unnecessarily elaborate assortment of fancy blades. Yeah, skip ahead 100 pages or so. You don't remember where you last left off, so you jump way ahead. You always forget to save your place in the story. It looks like tempers have become short in this pressure cooker already. You speculate that the tipping point may have been an ill-advised motion for a game of 52 pickup. Save your place. Read it later. Even though the adventure began recently, it's already over 3,000 pages long. You just don't have the time for this bullshit. You'll catch up later. Besides, it looks like someone's pestering you. You're pretty sure you know who it is. In some cultures, the persistent refusal of a lady's invitation to play a game with her would be a sign of wanton disrespect. Either that or flagrant homosexuality. What? Oh, no. No, look, I'm busy, okay? I've got a lot of shit on my plate. I am sort of a big deal, okay? I know. I know what you are, Dave. Sometimes I wonder how you're ever allowed to pay for meals in restaurants. It must be hard to keep a low profile when you're always overhearing and odd voices whisper, "It's that guy who has a blog." Seriously, dudes be worshiping me left and right. I can hardly walk down the street without stepping over torsos of the pros. Navigating the urban landscape, I'm sure, is difficult enough without an obstacle course of differential flesh and skyward asses. Perhaps adapting the art of parkour to your unique environment would help. God, I can't word today. Yeah, I mean, damn. Like, there's this scruffy little shit at my feet, an orphan or something, I don't know. Face flush on the pavement. I'm like, dude, you listening for a stampede of buffalo or something? He braves a look at me and then gives my shoe a little kiss and scurries the fuck off. Heavy as the crowd. Yeah, not kicking Oliver Twist in the fucking face every day is my gift to the world, I guess. Breathtaking magnanimity. Among other things, I just give and fucking give. Indeed, nary a jewel tumbles from your wish box of daily exploits, which I imagine does not sparkle. Oh, for fuck's sake. You're just lobbying for me to play that dumb game. Baseless accusation. Look, I'm telling you, Egbert is all about that game. He will play it with you and probably be tickled, ooh, can't say that, about it. I know this very well. I cannot hasten his mail's delivery, however. Yeah, I'll hassle him some more about it. And look, how about this? If you ever find yourself in the position where your life depends on me playing that piece of shit game, then I'll play. Will that make you happy? More than you know. It perfectly mollifies my grief over the demise of chivalry. +1 to the counter. yeah, this is the other 2009 thing. As someone who was around back then, that word, we just threw that word around all the fucking time. It was crazy. It was so normalized. Nobody even thought twice. I'm glad times have changed. John, what are you doing? Stop doing nothing. Meanwhile, in the present, in a place where the present may be a concept of dubious merit, John is spacing out. But a big and forceful thought jolts him to attention. Or maybe it's that bumping sound coming from the other side of the door. What is that? A thick, unpleasant fluid pools from beneath the door. Troubling! Investigate this. There is a trail of this fluid in the hall leading to your room. Play some hauntingly sick beats. No! We're back to Dave again, god damn it. You've had enough of the computer for a while. You feel like you're messing around with it all week. It's time to get your jam on. You pull up your trusty Akai MPC 1000 sampler and prepare to get sick nasty. Andrew Hussey. Wait, you telling me they actually coded in a full sampler? That's crazy. I haven't seen an Akai product in decades.
Crazy.
Take a sip of the apple juice despite what John said. Those beets were so fresh, they belong in the produce aisle, which is what you're talking about. Soccer moms be thumping that shit for ripeness like melons. You know what I'm saying? After beets that fresh, it would be a crime not to reward yourself with a celebratory swig.
Dracula flow.
The Smith & Wesson got me moving like an invasive species. Ops wanted to fuck with me. I blew up his whole quadrant. I'm moving like Oppenheimer. Is what? Why are you guys freaking out over the word quadrant? You'll find out in a few thousand pages. Okay, sure. I'm smoking shit out a glass pipe, blowing the Lord's bubbles. I'm on 12 Vicodin, smoking on Scooby-Doo dick. This shit ain't nothing to me, man. They must have amnesia. They forgot I'm him. I am him. I will continue to be him. I just got my DNA test back. I'm 100% Himalayan. We're smoking dung beetle.
I fucking love Dracula flow, bro. That shit makes me crack up every fucking time. It's so good.
Oh, we got an ad, so. Yeah, I got a they-them version of Dracula flow. I was him for so long, I got bored of being him. I had to turn to they-them. That's how long I was him. My money longer than James Cameron. On and off the court. Straight fundamentals. No funny business. This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
Oh my god. Alright, I got 17 seconds left on the... Oh my god.
I'm moving crazy. Ah, the worms! The worms are back! All right, we're back. Continuing. What? You can't do it. John's got you all twisted up inside now. All you can think about... Damn you, Egbert!
Oh no. That's crazy.
You recapture log the juice. Allocate sword to Strife Specibus. Your Strife Specibus is already allocated with the Blade Kind Abstratus. There's no need to allocate it. You can wield your sweet ninja sword as a weapon once it's in your Strife deck, but you'll have to capture log it first before moving it there. The ninja sword. Oh, I see. Now they're color coding it. Occupies the same card as the juice, expelling the juice from your Siladex. It splashed all over your turntables and your copies of the beta. No! Ah. Get a towel or something. You head out to get a towel from the bathroom across the hall. You glance at one of the many radical puppets in your bro's collection and nod in approval. Is there anything not awesome about your bro? No, you think not. Spam. Wait. You enter the bathroom. There's a damp towel on the floor you can probably use for this crisis. You stop to pay a little respect to one of your bro's boys up there. Hey, little man, how's it hanging? Capture log the damp towel. You take the damp towel, expelling the box. Search the bathroom for something slightly less damp. Nah, you just decide to wring this towel out into the toilet to make it less damp. It is now just a towel. Take the towel. You take the towel and grab the box again while you're at it. Clean up the juice. Yay, juice cleaned. Oh, but it's all stained now. You clean up the juice with the towel and hang the damp beta envelopes over on your line to dry off. Horrible video game mechanics. This shit would be so inconvenient if it was a real game. In the breeze of the fan, the betas jostle near the open window. This arrangement is a little disconcerting. If they fell out, it sure would be a stupid way to lose them. The crisis is easily averted. You can't imagine it'll ever resurface later in any way, shape, or form. That beta is as good as yours forever. Clueless. You should probably go pestered Egbert again. You wonder if he found the beta yet. You might also chat about your respective Siladices and fetch modi, as if the topic happens to come up. You wonder if he's anywhere near as smooth with the Siladex as you are. Probably not. It's probably not even humanly possible. Suddenly, a rambunctious crow flies in the open window and snatches the beta, possibly to make a nest with, or maybe just for the sake of being a brainless, feathery asshole. You yell at the bird. Rambunctious crow sounds like a fucking Earthbound enemy, bro. Stop! Oh my god, is the sword gonna fucking kill the bird? Oh! Yo! It just fucked up that crow! Swoon! Oh my god. You accidentally launch your ninja sword. Everything goes flying out the window, dead bird and all. No one can ever know about this. Look out the window. Yeah, you can kiss all that stuff goodbye. You feel sorry for the bird, but at least you never plan on using that beta ever. Anyway, now that the bit of, what the fuck? Now that the bit of ugliness is behind you, you guess you can look forward to several more hours of messing around in your room. Whoa, wait, what? Oh, we're back here. You prepare to descend the stairs to your living room. You are standing eye to eye with a familiar foe, a 20-foot-tall granite statue of the mighty wizard, Zazerpan the Learned. Your mother had him installed through a hole in the roof with a heavy-duty crane. Just look at that mystical gaze. To peer into those aloof, glassy eyes is to arrest the curiosity of any mortal. To behold the wisdom concealed in the furrows that venerable face is to know the ceaseless joys of bewilderment itself. Any man so fortunate as to catch a
Askance.
with an attitude or look of suspicion or disapproval. As to catch askance his merry twinkle or twitch of whisker shall surely have all his dreams fulfilled. You find this grisly abomination utterly detestable. All right, gamers. I think I need to end it here because I've got stuff I gotta go do. So this is where we're gonna put it on hold until Thursday, and we'll pick up from here. I think this seems like a little good place to put it on pause. Appreciate y'all understanding. All right. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you. I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to play some more Undertale, and then on Thursday, more Homestuck. So let's go give somebody a big ol' raid.
Size to like even potentially
Let's go host
have
Mr.
access
Raffle.
to gold cards. So
All right. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Appreciate you all hanging out. Bye.